Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 68 plate, very high specification Skoda Kodiaq 7-seater. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Cared for, maintained to a very high standard with a 6 stamp service history. Starting with the front of the car, front of the vehicle really couldn't be any better. Gets close as I can, so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the car. As I said, front of the vehicle really couldn't be any better. As I get incredibly close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can notice, couple of absolute minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to them just so you can see how insignificant they are. As I said, front of the car couldn't be any better. As I go around the vehicle, I'll get a close-up to all the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. There's no marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper either, can also be quite common. Again, bumper corner completely free from any scuffs or marks. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All 4 of the alloy wheels, really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see any marks at all. Car has premium branded tyres fitted all round, always a sign of a very well maintained vehicle. Everything you would expect looking at this particular car's service record. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Does include the plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs or marks. Moving on to the driver's door, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get low down so you can see there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill, but not the case with this Skoda Kodiaq. It's got the contrast black mirror covers, look really nice. Both of those mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks. Moving along the door, really can't see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close-up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. All the driver's door edge really nice, and has got the built-in door edge protectors. Done the job, protected all the door edges. Onto the rear door, same as the driver's, struggling to see anything to mention at all. Again, no marks underneath the handle, door edge nice again. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same plastic wheel arch, again free from any scuffs, and that alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Can't see any marks or signs of curbing at all. Let's take you into the vehicle. Sorry, apologies. Very minor parking dent just caught my eye there. Just put my fingernail next to that just so you can see how insignificant it is. Fortunately, it hasn't chipped or marked the paintwork, so I can confirm our paintless dent removal specialist will have that completely removed before collection or delivery. It is that minor that I easily missed it the first time, but just to confirm, that will be completely removed before collection or delivery. Into the vehicle from the driver's side, inside the car could not be any better. Firstly, I'll get a close up to the driver's step. Sometimes people drag the feet getting into a vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step, but not the case on this Kodiaq. Got the half leather interior as part of the high specification. Front seats are heated, driver's memory function and electric. Couldn't be any better. As you can see, absolute minimal wear, if any at all, really. Couldn't be better. As part of the high specification, it's got the electric panoramic sunroof, all the leather on the steering wheel, really nice, as you'd expect as well. Car's had the overmats fitted, so there's no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells either. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. The overmats are still with the vehicle. Just want to lean into the car to show you the centre console. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the centre console, end up marking the console, but again, not the case. It's got the satellite navigation, rear view camera, Apple CarPlay as part of the very high spec. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat to highlight that. Close up to all the carpets, those mats, protected all of them from new. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats, can also be common. Just show you the sunroof from the rear of the car, great feature to have. The third row of seats, same as the second row, really do look like they've hardly been sat in, which is quite unusual for 7-seat vehicles. Obviously, a lot of people buy them for the additional seats. Large families have quite heavy use. Not the case with this Skoda. Bringing you around to the rear of the vehicle. Bumper corner once again, free from any scuffs or marks. Can't spot any marks to the centre of the bumper either. Easy to park a little bit too close to something, mark the centre of the bumper, or go over a high curb and scuff the underside, but just get low down so you can see. Not the case. Onto the tailgate of the car, again struggling to see anything to mention. Car's got the power opening and closing tailgate as part of the high specification. Luggage compartment, same as the rest of the interior, couldn't be better, all nice and clean. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper and interior trims just to show you how nice they are. Sometimes with these practical larger vehicles, people buying for the large luggage compartments subsequently end up putting in big items, end up scuffing the plastics, marking the top of the bumper. As you can see, not the case with this cherished Kodiaq. No marks at all to the top of the bumper. A couple of the faintest marks to the plastics. Just get a close up so you can see how insignificant they are. Couldn't be better. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs or marks. Looking down the entire side, same as the drivers, struggling to see any parking dents. That alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two I've already shown. You can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs also. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again. Underneath the handle, exactly the same. Rest of the door, can't see anything to mention. Do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides just so I can show you all the steps, edge of the seats. Repeating myself, seats in the rear look like they've hardly been sat in. Again, no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. If there's going to be any chips to the door edges, usually on the front doors, but passenger door edge, same as the driver's, struggling to see any. As I said, they have had the genuine door edge protectors built in from new. There's no marks again underneath the handle. Get low down so you can see there's no marks or damage on the passenger sill. Nothing negative to mention on the passenger front wing either. It does include the plastic wheel arch and onto the final alloy wheel. As I've gone around all four of the alloy wheels, I'm struggling to see any marks at all. It really is a cherished example. Going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, other than some very insignificant stone chips, which you have to be very close to notice at all. Other than them, I really can't see anything to mention. And of course, that very minor parking dent, which will be completely removed before collection or delivery. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger step, once again, free from any scuffs. Passenger seat, same as the others I've already shown you, couldn't be any better. Absolute minimal wear. Passenger footwell, exactly the same, been protected by those mats. I just want to lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine. Then when you look across on the passenger angle, driver's seat looks really worn and out of shape. Absolutely not the case with this vehicle. Couldn't be better from either angle. And I say that about the entire vehicle inside and out, really couldn't be better. Going around the entire car, some very, very minor stone chips, and other than that, struggling to see anything to mention. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is 128 points inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is correct on the road, mechanically correct and correct on the road. You can view the 128 points AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this Skoda Kodiaq, you can pop to our website, model a finance quote and apply for finance directly through our site. we guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. If you are thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We have finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can pop to our website, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate for all credit profiles, so very low rate prime finance available. But if you have had a few issues in the past, credit isn't the absolute best, we have some specialist lenders and brokers who guarantee the lowest rate for your profile. Just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, really is a cherished example. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you need any further information at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch.